Kari Block of Kind, how are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Kari, I have seen you interviewed on Fox News. I have interviewed you personally on the radio. I've interviewed you for several podcast interviews. I am so impressed, and I just need to tell you that you are always so prepared for every single interview. And as an interviewee, the person running an interview, I was blown away by how prepped you were coming in the preparation work that you did to send us questions ahead of time and sort of guide us through what you wanted to cover and on the hot points. How did that come about? I mean, because this is stuff that we have done a lot of interviews. I've seen a lot of interviews on TV, and not everyone is prepared at this level. You had to have learned this somewhere. Where was that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's two words for that. Scott DeMoland.
Scott DeMoland. Yes. Tell me about Scott DeMoland.
Scott was a coach of mine a number of years back, and I hired him because I needed to make a home run. Okay. We were a small company. We were growing. We had a unique and original product, but we didn't have a multi-million-dollar budget to go out and do media advertising and whatnot. So Scott was the guy that could take you from 97 to 100% and get on national networks, which have their own unique operating procedures.
No question.
Absolutely, I didn't know any of that. So there's that network. There's how do you communicate with a wide group of people.
Yeah.
You have your auditory people, and everybody's different, and in these days they'll turn you off.
Absolutely. Well, the thing too, Kari, is that doing a television interview is so different, and there's a different cadence from the TV than there is on the radio. And I mean, is this something that you learned in Scott's class?
Yeah, absolutely. Every type of medium has its own set of things, like how many words a minute is acceptable, at which pace that it moves.
Wow.
TV, for instance, when you have to talk like a third faster, and it comes out that much slower. For instance, like doing a keynote speech in front of a large group.
Yep.
And I've done many of them.
I've seen it.
How can you engage those people and keep them engaged and get ratings up in the 90s and all the way up to 100? And I consistently do that, thanks to Scott.
Well, also your enthusiasm for your product, it just is infectious, because you are so prepared going in, Kari, that you are totally able to focus on the passion that you have for what you do, and you're not worried about the mechanics of what's happening. You completely feel comfortable, and as an interviewer, I'm very comfortable interviewing you, and so I just really wanted to give you some kudos, because I really am impressed with how prepared you are for any situation that I've seen you interviewed for.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott.